Hello everyone. So very good evening. Once again, welcome back to another session of Python interview preparation session here. So we are working with different functionalities in pandas. So to continue with the same, first of all, thank you all for joining in and thank you all for watching our recorded videos and thank you all for joining live sessions with us to enhance our skill set. Right? Thank you so much. So Ashutosh. Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Deepti, and good evening, the viewers here.
So if at all I were to ask you to convert a first character of each element for any series data to uppercase,
okay,
what will be your approach?
okay. So basically, I can just share my screen, and I would like to show that to you.
Okay.
There are a couple of approaches, so I will be showing you. I will try to show a couple of them. So say I want to import pandas, which is actually required. I'm importing pandas as PD. I'm defining a variable. Right? It is a series PD dot series, and say I'm giving some values over here. My comma, say name. Okay. So this is the variable that I'm defining. I keep on forgetting sometimes that pandas is your, no, sorry, Python is your case sensitive language. Now here, this is one particular approach through which I can answer your question over here. So say SCR dot map lambda x. X dot type. Okay. Let me run this. So here, if you observe that when I'm using this particular approach, where I'm using this lambda function and I'm saying dot type, when I'm defining the variable over here, all the inputs are in lowercase, right? My name is Ashutosh, right? Everything is in the lowercase over here. But after applying this particular approach, here you can see it has been converted into the uppercases. My name is Ashutosh, so my M, N, I, and A is in capital.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is one particular approach. Talking about the another approach, here if I say I want to use the variable SCR dot map, again I'm using a lambda. And here, this time I want to use your upper function. So x 0 dot up, right? Plus x 1. Okay. Now this is the another approach where I'm using the upper function over here. Here I was using the title and now I have the upper over here. This is also doing the same thing. What it is doing, it is basically converting your lower cases into the upper cases. The first. Yeah, the first. So these are the two approaches. And besides this, yeah.
Yeah, please continue.
Yeah, and besides this, I have one another way of doing the same thing. So so here I'm saying ed dot series. Again, I was making the same mistake. So guys, you have to be quite cautious. Python is a case sensitive language. So, but again, the more errors occur, and if you are rectifying it, so eventually what is happening, that particular concept is getting hammered in your mind for the lifetime. So I'm just taking care of this particular error. So for the lifetime, I will remember what problem is occurring. So I'm saying pd dot series I dot pattern. And for all the values for I in the variable ser. So I'm taking all the values in that array and whatever the values are there in your variable I, which is, sorry, variable ser, which is actually my name is Ashutosh, everything in the lowercase. And here, when I run this is also going to do the same thing. So these are the three approaches or the three that I remember, which is doing the task.
Okay.
Yeah.
So title function is going to give you because every title has the first letter starting.
Mhm.
So you're using a list comprehension, the third solution, right? I dot title for every I in your SCR. So
So
M,
every value is in
N,
your
I, S. Okay. And in the second, the 26th line, it is the lambda function, anonymous function we are using, where xcolon x of 0. So it is referring to the first index in your series data.
Exactly.
Is M, N, I, A. Right. So it is converting to uppercase. You are adding the next continuous string, that is one colon last. So my Y should come as is, AME should come as is, S should come as is after the capital letter. So you are concatenating, like you are adding two different strings using one operation on the first letter.
Exactly.
Yeah, again the same title you are using here, just using a map function.
Exactly. No, it is all about the simple logic. People say that Python is quite a flexible language. Indeed, it is,
Yes.
and it is quite easy to communicate in Python. If you know English, you can do well in Python. But the thing is, it is not only about knowing the English language. It is also about using your brains. You have to implement the logic as well. So English as well as the logic. So you have to use your brains. Logic you have to implement. Again, this is not a rocket science. But yes, you have to implement the logic in the simple English. And Python is going to do the task.
Yeah, the best solution for is that practice.
Exactly.
So that you can, understand things. And if you get errors, we learn more.
And Deepti, I would like to tell this thing, error is people, they get afraid when they see the error. No, try to see the flip side of that. When you are getting the error, suppose I'm doing something, I got the error. And if I'm rectifying that error,
you learn
so
many other things.
Exactly, no, for the lifetime, I will remember the solution. So if after some time the same error occurs, immediately the solution will come to my mind. I will be able to recall, okay, this is how I rectified that. So even if you're getting the error, that is completely cool. Be fine with that. You are learning a lot through that.
Exactly. Adding to your statement, Ashutosh, if someone wants to get a very good grip on Python programming, I suggest them to type and then practice.
Exactly.
Just don't copy paste it somewhere the code is available. Though it is available right away, just type it so that you learn better, quicker, and for a long time that is going to continue. It's not just
so one of my mentors used to say when I was doing the training, and she used to say that though we have provided you the code for practicing, it is readily available for you. But if you run it line by line, in the coming 10 years, you won't understand anything. I can vouch on that. But if you just open an empty sheet and try typing whatever is written over here, by the time we end the training, it will be like the back of your palm. And that was like, a very practical thing which she said. And I have personally, felt that if I'm running the code line by line, no, it will not make sense. Unless and until, I'm typing, I'm putting my fingers on that. Only then it is going to, make sense.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Yeah. So to continue for the next question, Bharat. Good evening.
Yes, Dipti. Good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah. But if at all, I want to format certain scientific notations in pandas, how would you do that?
Yes.
What will be your approach now? Are you going to give me 2 to 3 solutions like Ashutosh or more than that?
So there are few scientific notations that we can use in the pandas data frame. Okay. I'll show you a few examples using them and see how they are responding. Okay. Let me just share my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes. First thing first, since we are doing it on the pandas data frame, we'll say import pandas as PD. Okay, and then we are creating a data frame, that is pandas data frame. I'll be using random as well. So, okay, random library, let me import random, or instead I can just use random functions. That is a part of numpy, or I don't have to import separately. Okay, pd dot data frame numpy dot random dot random auto value. Okay, so here what I'm doing is I'm passing these values and I'm saying, comma, my columns is equal to random. Now, if I run my data frame, okay, this is how it gets generated. And then now you can do rounding, what we call as you have a round function.
Okay,
Round
we are
off.
doing estimation. In school, we used to say it's estimating.
Yes.
When we get 24.5 marks, we rounded off to 25.
Okay. And then we can also use change function. Okay. You can change in fact, you can use the lambda function and you can change the format as well. Okay. I'll be using a lambda function. As well as
function.
there's also something called as apply.
Okay.
Okay. df dot apply of my function. Okay. Modular of. And access subcolumn. Okay, this is one way of using a access function. Okay, I'll show before I show you the other way. I just want to execute this. Just the apply function using lambda.
Bharat, you did not close the code. I think that's the reason you are getting.
Yes.
After 4F. You have started a single code. After 4F, you have to end it a single code. Because you are restricting it to 4 float points, right?
Change the codes. Like I said, this is one way, and you also have the other way using the apply map function. What do we do? I say apply map, same lambda function. Okay. It's going to be modulus of 4F, modulus of X, or let's say X. Okay. This is also one way of doing it. If you're using Google Colab or Notebook in your local machine, it tends to stuck or lag sometimes. So you can ignore that. Okay, and this is one way of doing it. So if you observe, the output is same, apply map and apply function. Okay. And then you also have display, or like you can change the format. You're looking at the display and format. You have this display dot float function. df dot or why should I use this?
I guess you can simply use pd dot set underscore option. That will be much better, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
No, set option is the kind, right? So you can simply say, I guess, pd dot set underscore option.
Yeah. PD dot. I can use that.
Yeah, set underscore
Yeah.
option is the best. One more way.
Okay. So this is the function set underscore option, and then I will say
Now you can use
display.
your display dot float.
Yes. Display dot float as well. Okay.
Underscore format, no?
So we are putting them in quotes. And then here we are using lambda function. And again, it is something that we already did earlier. Okay.
I'm assuming that after modulus, you should give a dot or something like that.
Yes, yes.
If I'm not wrong.
Is that
In between modulus and 4 after lambda.
yes,
Percentage dot,
correct.
yeah, modulus. Not. Okay, you have to write one more, right? If I'm not wrong. To display the output, or you can use set option. Okay, you can give A is equal to and do that. Not a problem.
Okay. How do you want me to do it?
It's okay. It's correct only actually. You have to give A is equal to and you have to print A. Not a problem. Yeah.
I can do this.
Will you not display it? It has to work, but
It is not getting displayed.
okay. So I think the best way is the for 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 are the best, and we can ignore the
Yes.
4th. Okay, Ashutosh.
Yeah, Dikti.
Yeah. Can you print today's date using pandas program?
Anything special about today? Huh?
Nothing, just like that to know, pandas is also providing some date and time option.
Yep, sure. Why not? We can do that. Okay. So now I'm importing my pandas SPD.
I think Bharat might have printed the data set directly, right? Print whatever the data he has created. I think that should
Yes.
showcase the output, if I'm not wrong. So let's strike my mind.
From date time, I'm importing the date. Right? And then I'm saying I want to create a variable. So now is equal to pd dot to underscore date type. And then string. Today's date, right? Date, not
Yes.
today. Format is equal to the modulus of y dash year, month, and date format here. That will be fine. And here comes your month. And obviously your date is also required. So I'll give my date as well. Fine. And then,
Format.
yeah, and then I'm printing print today's date.
Acha, year, month, and day.
Exactly. The format you can change accordingly. That is up to you. I prefer year, month, and date. So I'm using that here. Today's date. And then print now. So I guess it is 6th of December 2022, and the same format which I mentioned over here, I needed year, month, and date. So here, if you observe, it is year, month, and date. So today is 6th of December 2022, and the same is getting printed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So pandas is not only giving you group by aggregation, merging, right? You're not also concatenating. You can also do get the right text. Changing the cases. Yes, so many functions we have inbuilt popping up from pandas. So whatever just now Bharat has showed also the output, right? Using a set option, right? We have options dot display float format. We have apply map function on data sets, right? So whatever we are trying to do, right? All these are inbuilt, and pandas we never installed anything. It's readily available in our system and Anaconda environment, or it's a Google Colab, it's a cloud-based IDE. Right. So these are certain functions what we can work on with pandas. Right. There are many inbuilt functionalities which are available, like now Ashutosh has used _date time. Again, that is available in PD. Right. And he has imported date time, import date. So we are trying to pull up the date, that is today is a function which is available in date, and we can write in our own format of our own choice, whether it is month, year, day, or year, month, day. Right? It is printing us the data, which is today's date. Okay, then we can stop here. Thank you all for joining in, and please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Please follow our page, right, on LinkedIn as well as Facebook. Right. So more questions to coming to go through, and thank you all.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy learning.